Country Red Lipstick. So today I'm going to be doing a foundation review and demo of the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. I've been wanting to do this review and demo for a really long time now. I've been using this for well over 3 months at this point, so it's about time I did one, and I'm really, spoiler alert, I'm really loving it. So I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on the skin. Just to reiterate, I have a normal to dry skin type. I get dryness kind of around this area here, but I exfoliate pretty well, so in general my skin is relatively normal. However, I do know what this works like on an oily skin type. I've been using it on my friend a lot when I do her makeup, and it looks just gorgeous on her as well. So I actually think that this is a foundation that's really great for all skin types, which is amazing because you don't come across too many of those in the drugstore. So let's go ahead and apply this. I actually am going to be applying one side with a brush and the other side with my hands because I do prefer the application with my hands. So when I'm in a rush and going to run errands and things like that, that's the way I'll usually apply this, and I feel like it gives a really nice coverage. So let's get into it. I already have my moisturizer on and my primer. Today I just used the basic Maybelline Studio Master Primer. I will link the name up above because I can't remember quite what it is. It's the Blur and Illuminate one. So that blurred out my pores. Actually, no, it's not the Illuminate one. It's just the Blur and whatever one. So it's supposed to just blur out your pores and give a little bit of moisture. Not a ton, but what can you do? So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to apply it with my hands first on the right side of my face. So I just squirt out a little bit on my hand. Now I do have the shade Ivory, which is the lightest shade, and you can kind of see it's a little bit dark for my skin tone. It's a little bit on the peachy side as well, the ivory tone, so keep that in mind. I do also want to mention this is a relatively heavily fragranced foundation, so if you have sensitivity to fragrances, this might not be a great one for you. It's a really nice, fresh kind of floral scent. However, I can tell for some people who might have issues with that, with scents, this might be a problem because it is very strong. So that is one application with my hand, and you can see it completely evened out all the redness. You can still see my little spot over here on the left side half of my face. It's so pretty, and it's one of those foundations that doesn't sit on top of the skin, but rather goes into the skin. So it looks like natural skin, which I love about this, and I think that's part of why they call it Healthy Elixir, because it's kind of meant to be more of a, maybe not so much skincare, but more skin-like foundation. So now let's go ahead on a brush on the other side of my face. So as you can see with the brush, it gives, hopefully you guys can see that, it gives a little bit more of a streaky kind of application. I think sponge is very nice with this foundation, but I just prefer the application with the hand. There's just something about it that makes it blend into the skin so much better. So I'm going to take this up on my ears a little bit and down the neck because it is about a shade and a half or 2 shades too dark. Alright, so that's one application, and as you guys can see, it's about medium coverage, I would say, kind of a low medium, because it covers up all the redness and any of the acne scarring I had down here, but it doesn't cover up any of my natural freckles, so it's not full coverage by any means with one application, but the great thing about this is it is buildable. I don't like to build it up too much because it can look a little bit cakey and take away that beautiful like skin-like effect if you try to build it up too much, but it is a really gorgeous foundation with one application. You can use 2 and it still looks really skin-like, but any more than that you're getting way too much there. So this is what it looks like on the skin. You guys can see that. I really like how beautiful it looks, how skin-like and natural it looks. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup, and I will be back to show you guys how everything applies on top of it, how things blend together and all of that great stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here's all my makeup on, and I just did my BoxyCharm for this month, so if you guys want to watch me put on that makeup, you can go ahead and I will link you to my BoxyCharm video, but this is what everything looks like. Everything just goes on top of this foundation so well. So I did powder my face and use concealer. The concealer I used today was the Maybelline concealer. This is the Fit Me in the shade Fair Claire number 15. And then I used my Stay Matte powder from Rimmel just to set down my face. And then I applied bronzer, blush, everything from my BoxyCharm box this month. And then the lipstick is Verona from Ofra Liquid Lipstick. And yeah, so that's my entire face. I just wanted to show you how well everything just goes over it. There's no like patchiness or streakiness. Everything blends beautifully on top. Powder sits so nicely on top. The only thing is that I wish they had a better shade selection for us girls who are pale. This is too dark. You do have to, I do like to mix it with like my white mixer, and you do have to do that if you are pale, or just kind of make it work. Sometimes I do that and it probably looks ridiculous, but yeah, that's what happens when I'm in a hurry. Anyway, I will check in throughout the day and show you guys how the foundation holds up and for how many hours, so I will be back. Hey guys, so I want to do a quick check-in of the makeup. I have had this on for about 5 hours now, and I just wanted to show you guys that it still looks like I just put it on. It's not fading from anywhere, it's not getting dry, which sometimes foundations after a while, because I have a normal dry skin type, they tend to get a little crepey looking. This one just looks beautiful. It's not greasy. It's just perfect. So I am loving this. You guys can see there's no patchiness anywhere still. It just looks really, really good. So just wanted to check in at about 5 hours and show you how it's going, and I'll do one more check-in at the end of the night. Hey guys, so I hope the lighting's okay here. It's pretty late. It's after midnight at this point, and I've had the makeup on all day, well over 8-9 hours now, and I just wanted to check in and show you guys how good it looks still, even though I've had it on for several hours. So you guys can see it's like not fading at all. Just a little bit from the chin area, which is pretty typical for me because I rest my hand like this. But other than that, everything looks fantastic. Like, this is such a good foundation. It lasts so long. It's one of my go-tos lately if it's going to be really hot outside, because it's not going to melt off my face. So I really love this one for summer, for any events that I might be going to that I need it to last a long time, anywhere it's going to be hot. It's a really, really great foundation. Like I said, it's great for dry skin, and also my friend who has oily skin has been loving this foundation as well. So I think it's great for all skin types. So definitely try it out. If you've thought about it and haven't picked it up, it's a good one. So definitely give it a try. I actually like it, I would say, a little bit more than the 3-in-1 one that I like so much, the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Outlast Luminous foundation, just because it's a little bit, this one here is a little bit more dewy, and looks a little bit more natural on the skin, because of that dewiness. The 3-in-1 one is a little bit more matte. It's not completely matte, I would say it's like a nice radiant finish, but it looks a little bit more matte compared to this one. So it really kind of depends what I'm feeling that day. I think they have very similar formulas, to be honest. It's just that I wish that they would make it lighter, because the 3-in-1 foundation, it matches my skin tone pretty well, but this one for some reason is too dark. So I wish they would just work on that, but other than that, it's a great foundation. Definitely recommend it. I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.